Hello, this is Andrew again from Club SciKidz, and this is my assistant Z. Say hello.
Hi.
We are going to be doing a bonus activity with you today, and it is an activity that's in the kitchen. Today, we are going to be making tropical dog treats. Yes, so we're going to be doing a little bit of baking, but it's going to be a treat for our four-legged friends. And also what I'm going to show you is that it is not hard to cook with kids in the kitchen. It's actually a lot of fun. Are you done yet? All right. So what we're making today is we are making tropical dog treats. The recipe will be on the screen. We're going to start by using flour.
How much?
Good question. We need 2 cups. And do you remember how to make sure that it is even?
Yes.
How do you do that?
So what you do is you scoop your flour and make sure you have it you
Let me help you out.
take it and
So if it's
scoop a lot. And if it's like this, then you want to take your hand and smooth the edges.
perfect.
So that because then you won't have like the same.
Too much. Good job. Dump that in. And even though they're for our pets, we have washed our hands before we started this. Okay, so we need 1 more. And sometimes it's easier if you have an extra bowl. Sometimes easier, especially for younger kids, if you dump the flour into a different bowl instead of having them try to dig it out of there. All right. Good deal. And then, there you go, dump that in. And then
It didn't want to come out.
and it's 2 1/4 cups, so I got the 1/4 cup. All right, now what we're going to do is we are going to combine our tropical ingredients, and we're going to be using a kitchen tool. It's important to teach kids how to use kitchen tools such as blenders and hand mixers. Today we're using a blender. So what we're going to do, we can set the flour aside. And we are going to blend. You know how to open a banana?
Yes.
So you need 1 banana, and then you need about 4 ounces of pineapple. I do not have a fresh pineapple, so we are going to just use some canned pineapple. So peel that banana, and then what you can do, that's okay, chuck it in.
And take that off, take this off.
There we go. Alrighty, so now what we're going to do is, because we are using canned pineapple, we're going to cut them up just a little bit. Now, if you do not have a kid knife, I would completely suggest getting one because it allows kids to practice using knives, but it is safe that if, in case they do slip, it won't cut them.
And you should do a grip, because then you won't. See, if you do this, then you can't cut yourself. Even if you accidentally scrape yourself.
Yep, go ahead and show them. So you use whatever you're cutting, you hold with a crab claw type thing, and then you just cut back and forth, and you don't push the knife through, you saw back and forth. And we don't need them in super tiny pieces because we're throwing them in the blender. But kids do like to do this part, and it does take up a little bit of time. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to cut pineapples. Let's just chuck them in.
Because they're already small.
They are already small, and the blender will blend them up for us. We'll just do a little bit more, about 4 ounces. Okay, and then this last ingredient, there's only 4 ingredients in this recipe. The last ingredient is going to be 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. So go ahead and use the measuring spoon.
How much?
2 of those.
2?
Yep, it's a little bit hard.
Yeah.
So what we will do, smells like a little bit like coconut. We'll use the knife. There you go.
And if you use your hands to do it, I bet your hands are going to get a little slippery, so I might not to do.
Yes, that's a very good idea. Okay, go ahead. 1 more.
That's good.
That's good. All right.
So
All right, so now that we have the 2 teaspoons of coconut oil, the banana, and approximately 4 ounces of pineapple, we're going to put it in and we're going to blend. You're going to actually turn it on, push that button, and when you're blending, you always want to put one hand on top, just in case. Go ahead and put one hand on top, just in case the top will fly off. And we're going to push the low pulse. And you're going to push it on and on. There you go. Going. We'll shake it a little bit. And you tell me when you think it's totally blended, when there's no more lumps.
It looks like it's almost done.
It does look like it's almost done. Is it done? Think so? Okay, let's push the off button. And then we'll take this up and pull this over.
That smells good.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to preheat the oven for 350. Now, the next step to our recipe is that we are going to mix the wet and dry ingredients together. And we will use a spoon at first, but this will make a dough that we will ultimately need to knead with our hands. Okay, go ahead and dump it in. This smell nice and tropical.
Alright, I think that's
Look good?
yeah.
Okay.
And make sure you mix all the way.
Okay, so if it looks a little bit too dry, you can go ahead and add a little bit of the pineapple juice.
If you have a pineapple can,
Correct.
or you can just add more. Or you can just put more the same stuff that
Alright, I think that it is time.
to use the hand.
It is time to use your hands. Now, what is it called when we use our hands in dough? Do you remember? Kneading. You little kids don't touch this part because it's very sharp.
And you can cut yourself.
You can.
And it's kind of like a knife.
Okay, go ahead and use that spoon to finish that up.
But it's okay if you still have a little bit more flour left, because then you're going to mix it with the other dough.
Okay, so when we're kneading, let's show them what the inside of our bowl looks like. Still a little bit dry. We will add some more liquid if we need to. When you knead, the technique that we like to use is you press it and then you fold it. You press and then you fold. We're going to do it in the bowl first. There we go, get started. And then as it's ready to come out of the pan, we'll do it on the cutting board. Okay, so, and if it's sticky, you put your hand in the flour there. So you press it, and then you fold. Press, and you fold. There you go. Yeah, that's coming together quite nicely. So ours did look a little bit dry. We made sure to add the rest of the mixture from in here. And we also added a little bit of pineapple juice just to moisten it up a little bit.
And sometimes if you have more flour, you can just have it.
Correct.
But if you have way too much flour still in there, you might want to add water or some pineapple can.
No, and we don't have to use all of the flour because some of the flour will be used to help it not stick to our hands. So, if you want to bring the blue cutting board closer to you.
This around so it's flat a little.
Yeah. All right. So now what you're gonna do
Is take all that
put your spoon down. You're going to continue to press
and fold.
Press and fold. Press that down
And then fold it.
and then fold it. And what I'm going to do,
I'm going to show you guys how to fold it because sometimes it might be a little hard.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that's quite how you fold laundry. Here, let's sprinkle this on your hands so that if it starts to be a little bit sticky, you put a little flour on your hands. So you're going to press it the whole way down.
And it's pretty messy.
And then you fold.
It's like folding your laundry.
I don't fold my laundry like this.
I do.
Okay, it's a little sticky, so put a little bit more on. What do we see in that dough?
I see like.
Did you see some of the pineapple?
And I see it's a little bit of banana.
I think the banana is totally squished. Now that it is totally kneaded, what we're going to do is we're going to use a rolling pin. We're going to use the rolling pin to roll it out. Now, when we're using the rolling pin, we always keep a little extra flour handy so that if it starts to stick, we just put a little bit of extra flour down.
First, we're going to put flour like she just did.
And then you push, and I'll hold the rolling. I'll hold the
See,
mat.
I see banana.
I think that's pineapple. Push. Yeah, push as you roll.
It feels like Play-Doh.
It does. Yeah, push.
Or like melted. Kind of.
Push. Yeah, push.
Alright.
Because we want to make it thinner. So now what we're going to do, we're going to pick it up.
I flip it over.
We're going to flip it that way. A little bit more flour. It's okay. Keep
I
going.
picked a star and a teddy bear.
So you can use any cookie cutters. If you don't have cookie cutters, a thing that works great is
You can.
a cup. A cup can work, or you could just cut it into little bars if you want. So we are going to use some cooking spray. If you have parchment paper, you can use parchment paper. And what she's going to do is she is just going to start using the cookie cutter. Now, we are doing multiples. We want to always put the cookie cutter as close to the outside as possible. Okay, and then you push down.
And make sure, if you don't even have cookie cutters, then sometimes if you have Play-Doh cutters, then you can also use those.
If they've been washed.
Yeah.
Okay, now what we're going to do, before we just take it out, the best way to do it.
It's just scrape the stuff on the outside.
Correct. And then we're going to, you keep doing the cookies, and I will put our biscuits out. And then when you get down to just scraps, you can go ahead, make a ball, re-knead it, and then roll it out again. But it works best when you peel away from the cookie.
Okay, so I got mine and I took all of that away. So,
Alrighty, so as you can see, we have all of our cookies pressed out. We're going to put them in the oven. Let us check our recipe to see how long we're going to bake them. We bake them 25 to 30 minutes. So we're going to put them in and we'll be back in half an hour. Alright, so our 30 minutes of baking time is up and our cookies are finished. Now as we were making and baking, we decided that they smelled pretty good. And even though they're dog biscuits, we're going to just try one because it's all edible ingredients. So we're going to share one because I don't need to taste the whole one. No, not really. Alright, so although we've decided that they don't taste very good for people,
but I like it.
But she likes it. We're going to see if it is dog approved.
Come on.
Over here. Come over here.
So now I'm just going to give it to Cooper. Okay. Sit. Nice. Okay. Well, he does like it because I gave him.
All right, thank you for joining us in the kitchen today as we made tropical dog treats. We hope that you will join us sometime soon in the future for another fun baking activity. Have a good day.
Bye.